Yeah, it's completely new. It has been released this week. Oh, you need some help? Okay, I will find out if I find something. What should I do? Oh, genius, please come, help me for this problem.
Oh, you want help for payroll in Switzerland? Very easy.
Hello everyone,
Hello.
and welcome to this video to introduce you to the new Swiss payroll localization that has just been released this week for Odoo 18 and Odoo 17 databases. This app that you can install in any database is maybe known from some of you because you already maybe use payroll localization for some of your existing clients or for yourself. But now, the main difference is that it is certified regarding the Swiss DEC requirements, which means that you need to install a new module in your database to benefit from that tool.
So that means for the one that already have the Swiss payroll, you have to add this new module. For the one that didn't have any payroll module for Switzerland on the database, if you just install the Switzerland payroll module, you will have the other one automatically.
Exactly. Now I think, Pierre, it's time for them to get a bit of an apparel effect.
All right, so what is this new module about? It's a full revamp of the payroll flow. So that means that we put into place all the insurances you need for your computing correctly your payslips. You need then to, once you have your insurances, to create all your employees, encode all the personal data. Once all of that is done, you can create the contract of your employees. That's where you define the salary, all the details about the insurances that you pre-configured before, and all the details of your payslips. Once all of this is defined on the employees and the contract, you can then create your different payslips. And when you have your payslips, you will be able to do some transmission with the government with the new certification, the Swiss DEC certification.
Well, it seems exciting. I propose to jump in an Odoo 18 database to see what it looks like.
So first, let me verify that I have the correct module. So let me go into the application. And here, if I remove the filter and write down the technical name, which is L10N_CH, I can verify that, yes, I have my Switzerland payroll, and yes, I have the certified one. So this is good. That means that now, in my payroll application, since my company is in Switzerland, I will have all the new configuration. So you can see it's already different from the standard one. We don't have a dashboard anymore. When we enter the application, we see the different employees. As I told you, the first thing to configure is the different insurances. So let me go there in the configuration. And here we see all the different insurances. So they are already all configured. So most of the things will already be configured. What you have to change is the institution or the insurance code you have for your company. So when everything is done there, when you configure the work location and when you verify all of this configuration, you will then be ready to create your different employees.
Maybe one thing that is also very important is the wage statement that you can find as well in the settings of your company, which allow you afterwards to create all the certificates and documents to be sent to the administration.
Yeah, so this template will help you create the different salary certificate for your employees. And here you see all the details that can be modified from one company to the other. So once everything is done, I can go to my employees. And if I go on my employee, I can see here all the information, the personal information and the resident status. So here I am subject to the source tax. So you can see that here because I'm from France. I can see in my family all the family status configured, the information about my partner. Same for the residency here, or the private address, what kind of residency I have. Since I'm dependent on the source tax, I can see here all the details of this source tax. And finally, the wage statement based on the one I configure before, as Antoine said. All right, everything is done for my employee. I can now verify the contract for my employee. I have it here. And here you see it's already pre-configured. So you can already see my working schedule. You can see my contract type is permanent. I'm working 100% of the time, 40 hours a week. And here you can see all my holidays, my monthly wage, which is 8,000. Since I'm here, let me give me a small raise. So let's say 10,000 now. And here I can define if I have, the 13 months or 14 months are applicable on my contract. Once everything is done, salary-wise, I can verify the insurances they are configured before. So here you can see I can choose all the instances I pre-configured. So here everything is correctly set up. I have the LPP here already set up as well. If I have some mutation for the LPP, you can see it here. That sounds good to me. So now I can do the monthly wage type. What is the monthly wage type? For the one that used before the payroll, it's the new salary attachment. So it's a new way to show the recurrent salary attachment. So that means the one that will be on every payslips. So for example, if I have deduction for the AVS, that's one line on my payslip that I can come here and predefine here. So here I can look with the name or with the code that is provided by SwissDec, and here define a specific amount.
A good example for that as well is the fact that some employees could have a contract defined in hourly wage, and that's where you would put let's say the paid hours that he does for let's say on a regular basis. That's me that we did. I fit for Jürgen in the database. Yes.
Yeah.
That you
so
can
this
show.
employee Jürgen works by the hour, and you can see it here on his contract that he's working with a hourly wage. So now we have to define how many hours he works each month. If it's the same amount of hours every month, I can define here one wage type that is the paid hours, and here I define the number of hours.
Now let's imagine that Jürgen works a different amount of hours every month. What is the best process then to record this data?
Okay, so here we don't have a connection with attendance yet or with the timesheet. So here, if I don't have the same number of hours every month, I'm not going to use this option, but a one-time payment or a one-time input. And here I can say for this month, I can come select my wage type for the paid hours and say, okay, this month he worked 90 hours. Okay, I save and close. And here I'm going to define a one-time input for my payslip. All right, all of this is pretty much configured. I'm already able to create my first payslips.
I think what's important also to notice here is that it's pretty easy to let's say input all of this data. If you properly set up your insurances, as we said, and the wage types and so on, I think it's pretty simple every time you get a new contract to input all of this data, and then indeed you're up to date and up to run the payslips in your database.
So yeah, and if I have a new employee and I don't have all the information, I will have some warnings.
Exactly.
Not sure we need to show them today, but let's first show you the different way to generate payslip. So just here from payslip, I have a new feature here, new batch. That is a wizard that helps me create a new batch of payslip. So let's create for the next month, the month of March. I can select the month. Here, some possibility to create a batch of specific employees depending on the workplace, department, contract type. Here I'm going to create for the full company. I can create, and I have my new batch for March with the 3 payslips here. So I can come here and verify them. So for Pierre, I can verify the different details of my payslip. So I can see my monthly salary of 10,000. I can see my PP contribution, the one AVS deduction I added, and directly the computation here for my payslip. So if I put all the lines here, I will be able to see, verify all those lines, and at the end, my net salary. All right, if I want to print it, I also have this possibility to go here and print my, my payslip, so I can print it. And then if I remove from full screen, I can see the payslip that is being created. And here you can see the new PDF and the new payslip with all the details for your employee. So if you have all your document application and all your employees have a user, this payslip will directly be sent into the document application in the workspace of your employee. So only visible by the employee.
Indeed, yes. So pretty fast and pretty straightforward as a workflow. Maybe, as you said about the warning, just to show exactly what it looks like, but not to go into too much details. Indeed, if I decide to create a new employee here, and let's say I just go a bit too fast and I don't provide all the needed information in the following tabs that as we saw just before, as long as I start with a contract for this employee and I try to generate his payslip, so let's keep something that is pretty easy here. Let's say like this, and we save, I just put it as running. At the moment I try to generate a payslip for this employee in March, for example. So if I select here, continue, and I create, I will get a list of all the things that are required and that I did not define either on my employee form or my employee contract. And I can simply click on the corresponding field to see exactly what is missing. So of course I need to find the field accordingly on my record, but still it's a way to just go through the checklist and make sure that we provide all the needed information for my employee in that case.
The last thing we can show you that is brand new as well in this new module is the transmission. So here you will be able to see all the monthly report and yearly report. For example, the one for the source tax, I can click here and create a new declaration for this source tax declaration. So if I click on the one here, I can see the different ones. So entry, withdrawal, mutation, yearly salary. So this really helps you to prepare the data and then send it to the government automatically. So what you were able to see is that we improved a lot the friendliness, so the user experience here to help you seamlessly create all the payslips. You can see that all of this has been improved with the warnings to make it way more easier for the different HR officer. And a big point is that you see all those payslips, they are done free. That's free, actually. So as long as you have one employee, one user that has payroll, you can create as many payslips as you want for free. So big advantage for Switzerland.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And also here, the thing is that you need to be able to use the tool and to understand how it works to make sure that it works and that it's really, let's say, profitable for you as well. And that's why we also think here at Odoo about how to train you in the best possible way. And for that, just a few things for you to take into account for the future. And the first thing could be that we can, as the Odoo expert, provide you some dedicated support if you want to have some help for your clients or for your, let's say, own project. So you can have a success pack and work with some Odoo payroll expert as Pierre and I on your ongoing implementation. You can also just note that we also have a special Odoo Insider planned on Swiss Payroll on the 6th of March 25. So Odoo Insider is a live, let's say, organized on Twitch, LinkedIn, and YouTube. That is usually a Q&A about any kind of questions. And here it will be dedicated to Swiss Payroll. And so Pierre and I, or Jürgen and I, are going to make a small demo about the Swiss Payroll and be there as well to answer all questions that you may have at that moment.
And finally, the third one, the Odoo Academy. So this is a full day formation live. So you have to come to subscribe and then come the right day. So the next one is the 25th of February at Lausanne. There is still some room, so feel free to join us. And then we have some in Geneva and Lausanne. You can easily find them. Maybe Antoine, you can show us where we can find where to subscribe to those different Odoo Academies.
Exactly. So I cheated a bit. I have the link here, but it's pretty easy. If you go to the odoo.com event page and you just type, in that case, as it is in French, Gestion de la paye, you'll be able to find different events organized for that. Of course, I mean, the training is in French. We are still able to speak English. So if you come and you are not really, let's say, comfortable with French, we can still answer your question in English. But you will, of course, not be so comfortable if you come and you are not able to follow the whole course with us.
Thank you very much for following this video. Feel free to reach out if you have any question, and we will be very happy to help you with your pay.